Just stand here.
Alright. You start saying, I believe everyone is having fun already. Good morning, it's the afternoon. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, and daddies and moms. My name is Linda Emmanuel, and I'm the founder of Holy 21. And today we'll be doing more of introductions of United One. So I'm going to be bringing my, I don't like calling his name, I like calling him Mentor. But the first time I met him, oh my God, my legs were shaking under the table while he was talking. He was the first person I heard the word FBI, and I said, no, I need to start keying on this FBI. So he's no other person but Mr. George. Sorry if I can't pronounce his name. Well, somebody should help me, please. But you can call him Mr. George, by the way. I'm scared to pronounce his name.
Amorphy.
Murphy, Mr.
Amorpho.
Sorry.
Amorpho.
So Alex and what's his name? Mr. J. If you haven't had the name before, today you will learn it by four. Mr. Amorpho. Alright, he's a strategic business professional who has spent more than a decade, close to 18 years, and as a proud son of South, that's what I'm used because I'm also from South. As a proud son of Port Harcourt boy or River State man, a devoted husband, a loving father, he believed that true success is measured not just by profit, right, but by lives transformed and legacy left behind. That's the most important thing here, not about the profit that we're going to be talking about here today. So today I believe you guys should sit tight and then listen and be blessed. So welcome you, Mr. George. Please let's give a hand of applause. I know they're eating. Thank you.
Welcome everyone. We're super excited to have you here. It's just going to be a breakfast meeting, and most everyone here knows me, so there's nothing much to say. Just go straight to the point. Why we're here without wasting time. We're going to be having Alex, he's the VP of Sales to United One, and we're also going to be having Jay, who is the blockchain consultant to United One globally. Alright, so United One is in already 32 countries across the globe, and United One mission is an academy that wants to help people understand what's this trend that we are actually in. You know, one thing, before I jump over to my presentation, because I really said, one thing we need to understand is we are in that era, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Right? It's either you can stay obsolete or you will try your best as much as possible to partake in this era that we are, which is the blockchain technology era, Web3s and artificial intelligence. So you find out that artificial intelligence is actually taking over our world. So before we go over, let's talk about the demography, our Nigerian demography. Okay, let's see where are we? Why do we need? Okay, sorry. Okay, so why do we need this education and the technology itself? Why now? Preparing Nigerians for the future economy. That's the goal for United One. Okay? So the AI, the blockchain, the Bitcoin, digital finance network, marketing. All right, this can help our country. Is a nation of youth, which people in Nigeria, 60% are under 30, so we have a young population, right? And so Nigeria's youth it's our greatest strength, all right? So the financial reality of our country is everyday squeezes. A typical monthly income is around 150,000 naira. Federal minimum wage around 70,000 naira, which we know. Some are not even implementing it up to right now to 250,000. And an average household expenses around 400,000 to 500,000. Okay, and we are pressured by 15.7% inflation. Okay. And the expenses are rising, as we can see. How do we prepare for tomorrow? Limited employment, inflation, rising cost of living, technology, changing jobs, increasing competition. This is where we're going to be having blighted wars. Okay? The global shift is the world is changing. Every industry is changing. AI is actually taking over the world. Okay, we have blockchain technology, which will be the underlying technology of the artificial intelligence and its transaction. Bitcoin is going to be the major player in all of this, and then the digital finance. The new opportunities are going to be followed by value, artificial intelligence, blockchain, Web3s, Bitcoin, digital asset, network marketing, a new age of entrepreneurship. Opportunity follows knowledge, skills, and value creation. That's where opportunity is. So we have the skills, we're going to be having skills skills that will be creating income, communication, leadership, sales, financial literacy, AI skills, blockchain knowledge. So your income can grow as your skills grow as well. All right. So, what United One is doing is more than selling. Okay. Leadership, communication, sales, team building, public speaking, entrepreneurship. So the greatest asset is built in yourself. So, why Bitcoin? Why would Bitcoin be our major, our focus? We have Bitcoin is going to be limited by only 21 billion Bitcoin. Two is borderless. It simply means that everyone can get involved. Everyone can own the Bitcoin, regardless of where you come from. Everyone can have a little bit of it. It doesn't matter if you're educated or you're not. All right? So this is something we are looking forward. All right? Now, before we talk about this security and how we can accumulate Bitcoin over time, because several people have actually met. We'll always tell you, yes, we've heard about the Bitcoin, but listing is too expensive. You cannot afford to get the Bitcoin. All right? Now, you don't have to look at the Bitcoin from a perspective of asset you're just going to buy a whole sum and make money overnight. No, that's not how the Bitcoin should be looked at. So, what United One Academy is doing is they're going to be teaching you how for you to understand the Bitcoin as an asset you can use. Do you understand? How you can use this asset, you can keep the assets and actually expand your finance opportunities or your credit level and build more businesses or build more assets for yourself. Do you understand? Yeah? So without wasting much time, I would like to share few things with you then before we get the video sales to run the presentations for us as quick as possible. Okay? So when I encounter United One, the first thing that got me interested was the education. Over time, people undermine education, but without education, you will have flaws. Without education, you will not grow. Without education, you cannot build, you cannot become wealthy. Do you understand? Yeah? Education is so important, very, very important. And it is through education that I've actually achieved what I've actually achieved in life. Do you understand? Yeah? Once upon a time, I used to move about thinking I know more about the blockchain and it's a whole lot about it. But little did I know that there's so much in in the space that I really need to know about. Okay, so there was a project we were actually running, and in that project, my friend who was actually the VP of sales, he called me and he said, "Listen, you have a master node, you're earning one of the best assets in the world, which is called Ethereum." And he said to me, he said, "What are you doing with your Ethereum?" You know, at that time, what we were doing with our Ethereum is we were exchanging it to dollars and then we sell it. We exchange it to dollars and then we sell it. But guess what? Little did we know we were throwing away our asset because we didn't know that was actually an asset. We were looking at it from a dollar point of view. Okay? So when you look things from a dollar point of view, you're actually going to, your behaviors will actually move in that direction. Okay? Which means dollars is also spending, isn't it? Yeah? So then we concentrate on paying more so we can actually have our spending, meet up our spending limit. But little did I know that that was an asset. So he said, "Listen, instead of spending the dollar, spending your Ethereum, yeah, what you need to do is take it." So I thought about it, I said, taking it. But what he didn't tell me was the long term, right? He said, "Just take it." At that time, Ethereum just came up with their smart contract. So if you take it, there's nothing you can do about it because you have agreed that your Ethereum is going to be locked for a certain period. So I sent my Ethereum, locked it, and then connected that same wallet to where I was, to the master node, where I was earning the Ethereum. Mr. Tago is aware, you're witness to that, right? And we were earning this, and then I left it. But guess what? I could not withdraw the Ethereum. When I wanted to withdraw the Ethereum, I had some issues. They told me, Ethereum network now told me this, you can't withdraw because of the contract, okay? And the contract was for 7 weeks. 7 weeks. So I was so angry. I met the people and said, "Why would you deceive me? Why would you get me involved in something that will not my money for 7 days? I have money to survive." He said, "See, there's any way you can survive, eh? You just need a way to survive. Okay? You can do the business and survive, but that's your asset, and that's what you got." Okay? So that period, I was earning Ethereum. Ethereum had my Ethereum, and were paying me for locking Ethereum. So for 7 years, do you know how many Ethereum I earned for 7 years? Yeah? I earned 5,000 Ethereum. 7 years. Okay? And the year Ethereum released the Ethereum for me to have all my Ethereum on my exchange wallet, you know what happened? Ethereum, what price of Ethereum? Now, when I started earning the Ethereum was around, at that was $50 thereabout. That was, the value was $50.
Yeah, about that.
$50. Around that time, yeah? And by the time it was released, one Ethereum was about, the value of one Ethereum was about $4,900. So wow, this guy, for the advice here, he paid off. He paid off. That's how I got my first property in Dubai. Alright? I can show you, I have everything here. I can show you. Right? I got my first property in Dubai. Okay? And this is my first property in Dubai. Yeah, I bought from one of the world's tallest building hotels in the world. Okay? At least I have an apartment with an iconic infrastructure like that, okay? And they manage it for me. So it's an asset that brings money every single month. Do you understand? Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because it's important for us to understand that every one of us here can be very wealthy. Now, this is what United One Academy will show us. Yeah, for the CCMH. And this is how it happened. But then, why this happened, I think the children paid. But then, the question was, how do I maintain, how do I get access into, this sector of the technology that can actually make me a wealthy person? This is what I wanted, all right? So this was the reason why I chose United One when I saw it. And guess what? When I got involved in it, I focused on studies. So at that time, the VP of sales, they were telling me, listen, why not, also get the community, get the people to also learn with you so they can grow with you. But I was focused on, let me see how this education is going to help me. Because a typical Nigerian, if you meet them and tell them this is about education, in a very hostile environment like ours, people are looking for a way to survive. So no one is actually looking for education to while away time. People want to eat food, isn't it? Yeah? So I focused on the education. But guess what? There's something I learned in the education. So many things, but I'm only going to share one with you. Yeah? And I asked the VP of sales at that time, I said, can you help me? Can I, can we know how, because one of the tools that was given to us, which the VP of sales is going to talk about, is actually a partner company called Futura. Okay? Now, Futura sells machines. Okay? They sell Bitcoin mining machines. Now, one thing you need to understand is buying the Bitcoin mining machine, hosting it is expensive. Although there are so many scams out there parading themselves as Bitcoin miners and Bitcoin whatever. Yeah? But to understand, that's why the education is very, very important. Okay? You have to understand when scammers come over. Scammers cannot sell Bitcoin machines to you. Scammers can sell hash rates, can make you buy hash rates from them and they control everything. Okay? So if it's not actually connected to the Bitcoin network, forget about it. You are actually not doing the right thing. Are you getting me? Yeah? Because you're supposed to have a machine that can be hosted. You can host that machine yourself and actually mine your Bitcoin straight into your own wallet. Okay? Not someone paying you. Are you getting me? If someone is paying you, it's no more yours. You're not in control of that. Okay? And then if someone pays you, don't you think they can actually control whatever, they control the moment? You get what I'm saying? So this is how one of the tools that we actually are using as as students of the United One is the Futura. So United One made it easier for everyone to actually afford buying the machine. So you can buy the machine fractionally because in one single machine, to buy one single Bitcoin mining machine, yeah, like the Antminer or X-Trade-1 Antminer, it's around $9,000. I'm not talking about hosting it, I'm not talking about your electricity. Do you understand? So this is the reason why poor people can't get involved, because it's cost effective. But because of United One, okay, as members of United One, we were given the privilege buy from the company, from the Bitcoin mining company, fractionally. So with as little as $300 and something, $360, we can begin your life. Trust me. Yeah? And guess what? I started from there. I started somewhere. And then I started buying it fractionally. So I started buying fractionally and then learning, and every day they hosted the machine for me, and then I connected my Bitcoin wallet to my machine. Okay? No third party, me and my Bitcoin wallet, my Bitcoin machine, and when mining the Bitcoin comes straight into my wallet. Does it make sense? Every 4 hours, I earn Bitcoin. Every 4 hours. Yeah? Sure. I'm just, let me see your phone. I don't know if you have a stamp.
Can you display it on the screen? Can you hear me?
You can do that.
Okay.
So, we have the photo.
It's too much.
Scan, yeah? Okay. Can you scan my wallet?
Yeah.
Can you see them? Okay, so let me show you some. Use this. You see, that's the wallet. This is Bitcoin network. Okay, so I don't know if you can check through it. It's okay to check.
Yeah.
You can see from his own phone. Yeah, you see the Bitcoin dropping every day. Every 4 hours. See the Bitcoin. This. You see? You see? You see? Yeah. I think you've seen it before.
Yeah.
So basically, this is one of the best opportunities we've ever seen in our life. Now, I did not give him my phone to check my wallet. I just sent him directly to Bitcoin Network. The only thing he did was my wallet verified from Bitcoin itself. Do you understand? So you can see it for yourself. Okay? That's the beautiful thing about blockchain, transparency. And every 4 hours, everything, Bitcoin is dropping. Now, before we conclude, let me tell you what I learned again from the education. Do you know that the wealthy guys don't sell their Bitcoin? The wealthy guys don't see Bitcoin from a dollar perspective, the way the poor people see it. Every poor man, including me before, used to think if I used to measure the Bitcoin and dollars. So, and when the Bitcoin goes up, when the Bitcoin's value goes up on a dollar perspective, measure Bitcoin. Are you getting me? So when I buy low, I sell high on the trade. No, not seeing it from an asset point of view. Are you getting me? Now, from the education, I now learned that Bitcoin is an asset. The greatest gift that we have as people is volatility. The volatility that we actually looking at and being scared of is the greatest gift. Why? Because of that's what makes it an asset. Okay? Now, do you know that you can accumulate Bitcoin and when before you don't have to sell it, even when you're dying, but pass it up to your generations. Okay? It's like someone giving you opportunity to be having piece of land, in my Maitama. Like every day, Madam Princess, I'll be giving you half pot of land in Maitama. Do you think it's going to be a good idea? Why?
Because it's multiplying every day.
Because you're having piece of land in Maitama, because you know that a land in Maitama is really expensive and its value, isn't it? That's what it is. Now, I now asked a question. I said, if you don't want us to sell our Bitcoin, exchange it to dollars and sell to you, since we're ending everything, then how do we survive? He now said, go to your Binance wallet, go to your Binance exchange. Your Binance Coinbase is your new central banks. Central bank shutting down in different parts of the world because the trend have changed. So it would be so dangerous not to understand or not to put yourself together and see how you can actually get involved, otherwise you'll be obstinate. Now, he said to me, he said, every hour, Binance makes over $30-something billion in just transaction fees. Wow, confirm, just check it yourself. What do you think they're doing with that money? Is money available for people to borrow and do their own businesses? Does it make sense? Let me tell you, do you think the rich people, what do you think the rich people do? The rich people go to the bank to borrow money, am I right or not? All our money we deposit from the bank gives it to the rich people to borrow, so they have capital. They can do business. But you cannot do business. Why? Because you cannot borrow. You understand? Yeah? And the more debtors the rich becomes, the more wealthier they become. So they're not scared of being debtors. But the poor are scared of being debtors. Because there's a notion that if you're a debtor, your life is crumbled. Do you understand? And the reason is because of your understanding. That's why the bank will not loan you money. The reason is when money is given to you, you actually will put it on expenses. So the money is not going to be added to value, it's not going to be multiplying. Do you understand? Yeah, give a poor man money right now, the first thing he's thinking of to go and buy that ability. Go and buy a car, show up to his friends or their friends and say, I'm a big man, I just arrived, or declare. Those are poor people. Why the rich guys, if they borrow money, the first thing they think of, where can I channel this money to create more value? You understand? And then if they keep providing solutions, that's how we become very wealthy. Now, when my Bitcoin started dropping, and I said, okay, I went to Binance. I said, okay, let me check. So I went to Binance and I saw that in Binance, in Coinbase, they have what they call the loan they can give to you. And they don't need to know me. They don't need to know if I'm from Nigeria. They don't need to know my last name. They don't need to know my name as George. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. In 1 minute, all they needed was, do you have Bitcoin? Yeah. So I have Bitcoin. I can actually use that as a collateral. And I can borrow any amount of money I want. Do you understand? Yeah. So this will save me from selling my Bitcoin. But then I still have access to money. Do you understand? Now there's a business I wanted to do. When I saw the opportunity, I took my Bitcoin. You can see it. And I actually kept it as a collateral. And then guess what? They borrowed the money in 1 minute.
I did not.
Okay? And I used that money. So the
Extension
money is
for
not
them.
mine. The money belongs. The money is actually money that I can borrow. It's not from my pocket, but then I used it to buy this. That's the money. So I use other people's money to get rich. But my collateral still remains. Now it's for me to sell this, when I asked the landlord, and that was yesterday, you were there when they
I was there when you told me.
yeah, and we were discussing, and then they said, okay, now this property was on a serious distress, so it's a distress sale. The person wanted to travel to the next country, so they wanted that money fast. But the value of the property is actually $500,000. But he wanted to give it out for $200,000. So it was easy to sell my people on the collateral, borrow the money, give to them, and then now they want to sell the property. So me, I can wait because the loan.
Because you're a businessman.
I'm a businessman.
And you're thinking like the rich.
Exactly. And the loan does not have any time.
Any rope.
There's no rope.
Exactly.
I can pay any time. I can pay in 5 years. I can pay in 3 years. Anything. All I know is every year there is an interest that will be 3.5% every year. No, I've not seen any bank doing that. Okay, this is what the digital space is for all of us. And some people may say, but you have Bitcoin now to do all of that. Let me tell you, I was telling you people a story. My phone is being used. There was the man that I told this. The man does not know what Bitcoin is. The man does not know what blockchain is. The man does not know. He's just a man selling in a shop. He doesn't know anything. And these are the people who want to start preaching. So the man said, okay, if I buy the machine now, if I join whatever, if I don't want to know what I'm joining. If I buy the machine and the machine is giving me my Bitcoin, right? That's what you said. And he said I can use it as my loan, as my collateral, so it's no problem. So he bought the machine.
Yeah, okay.
And every day he was earning Bitcoin. So one day he called me and said, Mr. George, please, I have an emergency. I want to, there's something I have to supply. And that stuff is cost around 200 or something thousand. Now please, can I sell my Bitcoin? And I said, but we just told you not to sell your Bitcoin. He said, but I just need that money fast. I said, no problem. I called him, and then we took the Bitcoin wallet, the Binance exchange. I checked his Bitcoin that's available. And I went there, evaluated it. He gave him around $250 in value, so they can borrow him now. Instantly, they borrowed him the money.
Collector is
And then the Bitcoin is there in the wallet. It's still there in the wallet. Safe. And the guy said, it's a lie. I said it's true. So we exchanged it, he took the money, and then he went and bought whatever he wanted to buy. And so that brought his money, like, wow. But they didn't ask me for form, they didn't ask me for anything. I said nothing. No, nothing. Nobody wants to know. And then he got paid for, he took the loan. And now he's telling me he wants to pay, in fact, he wants to buy more machines, so the Bitcoin will be enough more. So basically, what am I trying to say? All of us seated here can make good use of ourselves. Everyone should have a Bitcoin. Everyone. You should have a Bitcoin. You should be any asset. And then you can begin to think of businesses you can do. With those monies available there for you to grow, you can start up a little micro business. You can be selling weed, you can be selling clothes, you can be selling things. You can start doing something. And then you multiply money. This is what we learn in the academy. So without wasting time, I would like to end it here. And then with these few testimonies, I can show you if you want, right? I would like to call on to the management to give us a short presentation, and then we can now get some other testimony, and then we'll call it a day, all right? So we can discuss, and those of you who are interested will be here to help you, okay? That's what we want to do. So our goal is to help 1 million people have assets, and then help them, teach them how to begin to expand and do business to help themselves. In the next 1 year, if this 1 million people can give a testimony, don't you think can help to change and revolutionize Nigerian economy? Yeah? That's what we want to do. So, at this junction, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to introduce the corporate. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, George.
All right.
We can hear you.
All right. Okay, sir. So at this junction, I would like to introduce coach and consultants in blockchain consultants. This is my mentor. He has taught me a lot in this space. Okay, I'm so motivated, I'm so and I'm so focused because of him. All right. So at this junction, I would like him to use this opportunity and also share the same words of wisdom to you. Our VP of sales,
you're connecting from your system.
Take it up from there. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Jay. Please, can we give him a round of applause?
Hello, everyone. Nice meeting you all. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So I should say welcome to the first official presentation for United One that is happening today. And thank you, Mr. George, for arranging this call. First of all, before going to any discussion, I would really like to appreciate Mr. George and his efforts, the way he articulates things, the way he wants to get the message in Nigeria, especially in Abuja. And I know George from a couple of years. A great gentleman. He is a law student. Like he practices law. He used to practice law in UK, and then decided to come down to Abuja, Nigeria, to help people around him. And the reason behind is the things that are happening globally. And no matter if it's Africa or India, I'm sorry to say people look at us as a dump yard. I'm really sorry to say. So there are people who simply come, they launch the projects, they try to take advantage of these markets. This space is really good. It really has got capacity to change lives. But because of certain things that are there in the market, a lot of other projects that come in, representing that they are decentralized, representing that they will free you from certain things, but ultimately their aim is to take money from you or other people. But at United One, that's not the story. We are not here to seek investments from people. The motivation that we have and vision that we have is be a practitioner into the digital space. What do I mean by that? Now, probably Mr. George, did you present the why presentation? You have already shared that. Mr. George?
Yes, sir, I've done that already.
Okay. So I don't want to repeat certain things. I just want to keep it very short and sweet for you guys. So I can see a lot of young guys and their ladies are also here. Probably if you might be having families, kids, correct? Right?
Yeah.
And this call, how many of you are married? All of them?
We are single.
How many of you are married out here? Okay, I can see. Okay. How many of you have kids? How many of you have kids?
I have kids.
Yes. Now tell me, what is the most important thing in the whole world for a parent? What is that? It's the kids, right?
Yes.
It's our kids.
Yeah.
It's much more than us. These are the kids.
True.
Now our kids are the future generation. Now just imagine, let's say your father, his father and his father, okay? Like generations, 3 generations behind you. Just imagine that way. Now our forefathers, like they didn't have any, liberty or any pleasure of working. Like they didn't have transportation, no communication. They used to travel from bullock carts, right? From one place to another. Probably different means like walking. But still in that era, I'm talking about 200 years back. In that era also they worked, they earned their living, and they actually helped their future generation to grow. That was your grandfather. Okay? Now just come 150 years back. From 200 come to 150. How did your grandfather work? How did he survive? Same way, with a lot of hardship, no facilities, no roads, no telecom. Yet they gave their best for whom? For their family. Now let's go back to your father. It's like 100 years back, right? Not more. How did they grow up? So your grandfather supported your father with education, probably with certain things that they can support and they can grow and they can become a better person or a better human being in the upcoming market. Now, our generation is the luckiest generation, believe me. Our generation is the luckiest generation. We have everything with us. Right now, like our fathers even didn't have a telephone to call each other, but they worked. They didn't have motorcycle or transportation, they did. And what we have as a generation right now, we have everything. We have got internet, we have got smartphones, you have got things to travel from one place to another, correct? You have got Zoom, which is a technology that you are using to communicate through the whole world. For our forefathers, it was very difficult to communicate outside your state or to a different. Now, using the technology, we are working globally. Now look how the times are changing. Now, The current means of making payment, why are people struggling? Why are some people making more money and why are some people struggling in making money? It's because what we are doing is we are trying to replicate our forefathers. We are trying to do what our forefathers did, which is not wrong. Please don't take me wrong. It is not wrong. But that era was different. That time was different. Now the concept of earning money have changed drastically. Now if our generation has to cope up with the things that are going to happen in the future and you want a better life for you or your children, we need to get acquainted or we need to learn the new methods of earning money. We need to learn the way the world is changing. As probably George has already told you, blockchain, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is really changing dramatically. It is becoming the world currency. It is a digital gold. Most of the governments are accepting it. Even I got the news like last week, 90 days are planning to make it legalized. They are planning to structuralize it. It's changing. The concept of money. The banking system is changing. Right now in front of us. If you see Visa, MasterCard, all this into blockchain and cryptocurrency. Now, Mr. George, can you please open up the camera? I think so the camera got shut down or something.
Okay, there was a call that came in.
Mr. George, can you?
Yeah, I can hear you. There was a call that came in. It's gonna come up.
Okay, that's fine. I thought. So, long story short, we have to adapt ourselves with the changing world. AI is changing drastically. It's changing the landscape. White collar jobs are going off, right? The banking system is changing. Look at Visa, MasterCard. Everyone is coming into crypto. This is something that we used to discuss 2 years back, but now it has become a reality. Now, what we see down the line, like everyone is familiar with AI. How many of you use AI, ChatGPT, or something? How many of you do it? Okay. Now, do you know a concept called AI agents? AI agents. Do you know the concept? AI agents. Like what you are using in chat, as a chat GPT, it's just a chat. It gives you answers which are already assigned to it. But an AI agent will execute all the tasks. So in the future, every individual person is going to have his own AI agent running on his mobile phone. Okay? Now the research has been out and it has been declared, or probably there was an article from the CEO of Google. Okay? Sundar Pichai, he's an Indian. But he said that more number of AI agents are going to use cryptocurrency than humans. Why did he say that? Because when two AI agents are going to communicate or they are going to work, they are going to use cryptocurrency as a means of payment. Now look where we are going, where we are heading. Now for us and also for your coming generation, your kids, it is important to learn this sector. And only then they will be able to have a better life. Not by doing what 9 to 5 people were doing. If they keep on doing, okay, they will make a living. There's a difference between making a living and there's a difference between having a good life. Now, what does a middle class aim for? What is our expectations? Our expectations are not like we want to go into the Rolls Royce. That's not one. Our expectations is our kids should be in a better school, correct?
Yeah.
They should have good food on the table, a house to stay, right? Good education, and probably, let's say if me personally, I fell ill down the line, I need to get a good medication. For that, I need money. For everything that I said right now, we need money. And the middle class, right now, they are struggling. More people are working 16 hours a day, but they are unable to generate that revenue. And what is that? Because they are working in an old style of system, which is not going to work. And with this said and done, we would be interacting in the future. This is the best time to be into this sector, what I can say. But only one thing is you need to be into the right space. Now, this whole blockchain and cryptocurrency space is divided in two sections. It's two different worlds. On one side, you have got general blockchain projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum. These are all Solana. These are blockchain projects that are changing lives, that are changing the infrastructure. But on the other side, 90% of the projects that you come across are MLM projects, right? which are connected to ROI, which are connected to, okay, you put in money, you get 1% a day or 2% a day. Can anyone in this crowd tell me, okay, if you are doing a business, how much profit can you generate in a month? Averagely not more than 20%, if I'm not mistaken. If the business is good, not more than 30%. A year I'm talking about. And now here you are talking about projects that are going to pay you 30% a month. If this was the case, every bank would have got into it. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
All the governments would have got into it. But what is happening is, people are desperate to make money. People want to make money. And when they see certain kinds of things like this, wherein they have to put in money, they don't have to do anything, and they simply generate revenue. They get, FOMO, they get blind. They get so attracted that they don't see get money from wherever they can. They probably will sell their gold, buy on loan, and try to put in money because they see that they are going to get 1% or 2% a day. And ultimately in 6 months, 8 months, those companies close down because they are not connected to the reality. United One is something which is very stable. We are not selling hype, and be very frank, we will not sell hype. We will only show you the projects that are working, and we are more connected to Bitcoin than any other cryptocurrency. With this, I will be there on the call. If you have any questions, I will definitely answer those. But now I would like to invite someone who is very special, someone I know for a couple of years. I've been working. This gentleman has worked with billion-dollar companies in the past, and a lot of companies would like to have him on the board because of his experience. He's young. He has proven himself in the market. He has worked with 2 billion-dollar companies in this sector, direct selling. And 5 months back, 6 months back, he decided to work with United One as the Vice President of Sales. He himself will tell you why he decided to come with United One. He's a product-based guy. He's past 22 years, he has been working with good companies, product-based companies. And this is his first full-fledged, attempt to work into the digital space. Without wasting much of the time, I would proudly like to invite Mr. Alex Grafov. He's right now in Switzerland and is heading United One globally as the VP of Sales. Alex, welcome to the call. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing, Jay. So we'll get a little clap for Jay. We love Jay. So thank you, Jay. Incredible trainer. He's been doing this. Very humble guy. Many years. So I learned a lot from Jay. So hello, Nigeria. I know we've got some friendly faces. Pender in the room. We've got George in the house. So really appreciate everybody. Anytime I get to speak with anyone, it's a real honor because everybody's busy. Your time is the most valuable thing. So I want to really honor your time and really just be completely honest. Like there's so much noise in the world. So many projects promise you so many things, and I really think they take advantage of really good people that want to do something different, want to try something different, want to just better their lives. So this is what my objective is. So, but before I begin, I just really want to massive thank you, George. What you shared, George, we're listening behind the scenes, and what you're building in Nigeria, this is the real thing. What we're creating is really incredible, and we're just proud to have George at the forefront. And we work with George, me and Jay talk to him almost every day. It's more than business, it's becoming a really dear friend, so I'm excited to meet you, George, in real life. And the honest truth is I've worked with a lot of leaders. I'm not special. I've been in this business for now 22 years. So I've met a lot of successful people, multi-millionaires. But what I will say is with George, what really started with me, he is very consistent, right? He shows up all the time, every single day for his people. Really good attitude, no matter what's happening in his life. He's here week after week. We worked with George now for many months. And for all the people in the room, that really matters. This isn't just come in, we're trying to make some money off of people. We're really trying to build something special. So I just want to give a little bit about me, but not because I'm important, but just to share some of my perspective. I mean, I wish I could just snap my fingers and just transmit everything in my experience to you, but I know it's not possible, so I'll just try to speak from the heart. So like as I mentioned, I've been building in this industry called network marketing which is basically people-based business. We talk to people, we share great products, we share great value, and we build a community on our own. We don't have a boss, we don't have someone telling you what to do. Everybody's independent CEO when they come into network marketing. This is what I really love. And I've worked with juices, I've worked in cosmetics, I've worked in energy drinks, I've worked with many different products. I've been blessed to go to 60 plus different countries, sharing many different things, many different languages, you name it. I've yet to be actually in Nigeria, but that's definitely on the list. And really, it's the same thing every time. Every business model I've been in is the exact same, and it's all based on real relationships. And this is why I'm so impressed with George and what Nigeria is doing. It's real. I want to build something that is actually real. Those real relationships will create real communities. And it's built slowly. Things that are real take time. It's going to take, month over month, year over year, but that is just how we do it. And we do it one conversation at a time. So for many of you, this is your first conversation. And I just want to say something really upfront. I'm not new to this, and I'm not here anymore. I'm getting old enough. I'm 42. I don't chase the next shiny thing, the next trend, whatever is popular. That's not for me. I want to look for things that are real. And I've seen many, many opportunities come and go over the last 2 decades. Some were real. I had some really good successes. Some of them were definitely not real. But this is why I want to lead to what made me pay attention to United One was very different. And I want to just tell you my why. My why from the human level of why I'm a United One. We could be doing anything. I've got kids, I've got family, but United One has become a big priority. So here's the honest truth. I didn't join United One because of a presentation, not because of a slide deck, not because of a pitch. First and foremost, I joined because of the people. And I won't spend a lot of time, but we've got an incredible founder. He's an incredible guy. He's a family guy, which is very important to me. I always joke, I have a hard time trusting a man that's not a father. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I know if you're a dad, that just tells me something about you. So he's got 2 kids. He's a business guy, multi-millionaire, very successful in traditional business, in construction. So he doesn't come from my industry, but I loved his heart, I loved his intentions, and I could tell he was honest. And then the second part I joined, one was people, and number 2 is what is happening in the world right now. I'm not a technology person, I don't really care about technology, but I wanted to build something and be part of something that's real for people, to help people prepare for what is next. I spent the last 5 years doing my very best to anyone that will listen to me or cares, to really share what is happening next. The blockchain, AI, it's not because I like these things, it's because it's inevitable. It's impacting my profession, it's impacting the profession of everybody I know. And here's the reality, in the next 3 years, by 2030, if the statistics I'm seeing, if the research that I am seeing, everybody in this room, 9 out of 10 people are going to be dramatically affected in the next 30 years. It's saying the numbers I'm seeing is 85% of the world population, just like Jay said, is going to be either their jobs will no longer exist or they will need to reskill. Meaning there's a lot of positions with every big evolution of the industry, many jobs simply disappear. They just don't exist anymore. Technology, robotics is going to simply replace those tasks. And it's going to leave a lot of people very, very worried about where do they fit in? What are they going to be doing? So this is really our message. We have a 3-year window. This is why I dropped what I'm doing and just focus on this. And it's not about selling products, it's about preparing the mind and preparing families and preparing communities for what's coming. So for me, for the last 20 years, I've helped absolutely ordinary people. Everybody in this room, we're all ordinary. I've helped them build a little bit of extra income, a lot of income, or some people I've worked with have fundamentally changed their lives. They quit their jobs, they do full-time network marketing, and they actually have freedom, right? And so I focus on money, because money gives you freedom, and that once you have freedom, you have confidence, and you become leadership. And the way we build this business is one relationship at a time. And that was always the business model for me. That's just who I am. I really, really love this industry. This is all I've ever done, and I know it can work. So United One let me do that, and let me continue with what's my passion. But now I'm focusing on tools built for a world we're heading into. And that to me is timing. Every project I've been with, they've been good people, the products have been good, the compensation rewards have been good. But the two companies I was with that did billions of dollars, again, I'm not the smartest person, but I can see patterns. It was the timing. And what do I say timing? It's what are people paying attention to? What are people talking about? What is the news talking about? What is everybody in the back of their mind? It is blockchain, it is AI, it is robotics, it is exactly like Jay said, there's gonna be independent AI agents. We're not gonna get into that. There's a lot going on. So for me, I needed something that real people can use, real tools, real value, and something that actually matters. So what we're gonna be talking about today is not nice to have things. In the next 3 years, what I talk about is not going to be new. Everybody's gonna have what I'm gonna talk about, and it's gonna be completely normal, just like Wi-Fi, just like the internet. First, it's like, wow, what a big change, this is confusing, and then it's gonna be normal. But then in that confusion and chaos is the opportunity. Every time the world changes, the people that build, they change their generational lives. Literally, not just your life, but your children, your great-grandchildren. So this is why I'm here. So let me just share a little bit what I see sitting here in Europe. So I'm here in Switzerland. Jay's given a great perspective from India. You're in Nigeria. And that's part of our community is this is the power of sharing. So we're building a community of people paying attention to what's happening. So the conversations that I'm seeing, and Jay said it, I won't repeat it, happening right now. And this is all I study every day. You know, and Pender and people in this room know that this is really my main focus. I'm looking at what the banks are doing. What are the major banks? Banks, crypto companies, Binance, Coinbase, they are turning into banks. Right now, it's a website. In the future, these crypto companies will be banks. And I'm seeing that my bank, which is a traditional bank, is now switching to a crypto company. So you're seeing cryptos being elevated to banks, and banks are now going down to crypto. So this is what I'm seeing in governments. I can talk for hours. We even see in Nigeria, you're passing laws right now that is going to make it more and more easy and more available to use crypto. So it's happening in your backyard, institutions. Every company is doing this. So everything is shifting. And for me, it's the big companies, the big institutions are shifting. What do we do? I'm not a big company. I'm not a millionaire. What can an average person do? And this isn't fringe. This isn't just maybe this is, like I mentioned, crypto. So when I say crypto, we're now going to talk sophisticated. I'm not talking about buying and selling crypto, right? This was the first phase of crypto. We're now switching to what we call utility. What can I use this for? And I believe in the next few years, all of the cryptos, I would say 95% of the cryptos we see will disappear. Just like the internet bubble. When the internet started, all the garbage internet companies, they disappeared because they were fake. They didn't do anything. There was no utility. They were just websites. And which companies survived? Google, Amazon, Apple. They actually did something. They actually had a value in the internet. They weren't just speculation. So with that being said, and the last piece is regulations. Like these things people don't pay attention to. And me and Jay, every day because of United One, we want to stay legal and compliant. So we're watching laws change every single week almost. A new law, a new regulation. And to me, that is the best timing to set up my business in this happening. So what strikes me every single time I'm doing calls, like I said, I'm sitting here in Switzerland, you're in a room in Nigeria, and somehow through this community, we are connected. So we are living in the greatest time in history. This isn't small. Like my business, I did business before the internet. Now, there is no excuse. And right now, we're not a Western company that's trying to launch a business in Nigeria. This is truly a global community, and tonight we are inviting you, everybody in Nigeria, to join us and be a part of this. So I know rooms like this, you probably have seen a lot of different meetings, you've probably seen a lot of different projects, and I think Jay said it great, and it's unfortunate. Markets like Nigeria, like India, like Bangladesh, it's just a dumping ground. These Western companies, Western projects will come in, make all kinds of promises, collect all of your money, connect your community, and then they disappear. So this is not what we're talking about. And I'm not here to make any promises. Zero. I'm not gonna tell you about any kind of return. What I'm talking about is investing in yourself, investing into something different. Because really by 2030, if everybody, myself included, I came to this realization, if I didn't do something different, then my life will not change. And I really realized I could be replaced. I need to reskill. I need to learn new skills that I'm not gonna learn at a university, I'm sorry. And you got a great gentleman in this room named Pender. He is working with global universities in Nigeria. And this young man, he is helping design curriculums about what we're talking about. School is not going to teach our children. And Jay said, my parents, my dad, he's 65. He knows nothing about what I'm doing. So I love my dad, he's an engineer, he builds lasers. He's a very intelligent guy, but it's a different generation. And this is something we need to take the responsibility and learn ourselves. No one is coming to save us. No one is coming to save you. This is our opportunity to invite you to save yourself. So, with that being said, this is gonna be, for me, it's just, I wanna present, and if it makes sense, and if there's any questions, you've got George, you've got Jay, myself. This is not, if you join our community, we'll get to know you really well. You're gonna have all your questions answered. So, for me, I don't like to oversell and I'm not gonna overhype. So, with that being said, that's a little bit about me. And now, what are we thinking, George? Oh, I did my own thumbs up. I can shift into the United One presentation, or I don't know if you guys need a little bit of a break to get a little coffee, or we can just keep going. How does the room feel? Because I can't see anybody. So, do you want a little break, or should I just jump right into just showing a little bit? Nothing technical, just to share with you guys what we're doing.
Just jump in.
All right, so we can jump into it. I think while you're talking, we're actually having a break as well. We drinking waters and having a cup of coffee.
Perfect. Yeah. So I want this to feel like I'm sitting there I'm having a coffee with you. We're just hanging out. I'm just Alex. It's just Jay. So let me jump into. Let me show you some things. So real quick. All right. So what I'm going to be showing you now is going to be very, very simple. Let's jump in here. Okay. So like I said, we've got great presentations, and again, I just want to have a more of a casual conversation. So whatever you want. So this is what I love about United One, especially in the industry we're going into, digital finance. There's George. Okay. So whatever you want and what most people you talk to want and need, United One offers. And I'm going to share that with you. Literally, everything we've got covered, at least at the foundation. So, and we have a tool for it. And we have some kind of a service that you can utilize for pretty much 99% of Nigerians, or anybody on the planet, is going to be very, very interested in this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and show it to you live. So in front of you, you see here, again, we're not like all about the most sexy branding or anything, we're all about functionality. So you see here, this is our community. But once you become a member of our community, you're gonna have your own business dashboard. So here, I've got everything. I can manage my products, my team, my orders. We won't get into all of that, but we've got an incredible rewards plan. So for people that want to earn USDT every day, US dollars, stable coins, you can see here we've got an incredible reward system. So it's very simple what we do. We have these conversations, and then you get paid when somebody joins the community. That's it. And then when we talk about mining, if somebody's interested into not buying Bitcoin, but making Bitcoin every single day without doing anything, not speculating real, then we have something for them. And then if somebody comes in on a miner that you introduce, you'll also make money. Because what we do at United One, 60% of the money that United One comes in, 60% goes directly back to the community. This is network marketing. Because we advertise through word of mouth, we advertise through one-on-one relationships. Because we're not just selling something, we're trying to open the people's mind, and that takes a conversation. It's not just buy this, get Bitcoin, who cares? What is Bitcoin? Why do I care about Bitcoin? What do I do with Bitcoin? We walk everybody through the process. So if anybody in the room is interested in a way to earn money every single day, USDT in your wallet every day, simply by helping people join the community and sharing, we have that for you. And then what United One does, we have a simple software. It will manage everything for you. So as people come in your team, you're gonna see this is the demo account. So for me, I'm not building the team. I just have this for my demo. But then you're gonna see your whole organization. And this is the power. Once you have lots and lots of people, anytime they do something in United One, whether it's a fraction or they invite somebody new, you're gonna get paid. So you really now have a business in your pocket. So this is the power of network marketing and leverage. This is what I share with people. You have two choices. You can rely 100% on your effort, meaning you go to work 8 in the morning, you come home at 7 o'clock and you get paid. You do it again the next day, you do it again the next day. You only get paid when you work. And you only get paid when you're 100% working. What if you had a system, imagine even 1,000 people in your team, 1,000 amazing people in your community. If all of them gave 1% effort, every day they did 1% effort, that would be 1,000% effort versus your 100%. The point of that is leverage. This is how you become free. You get assets, you get things, you spend money on things that can make you more money, and we work in business models where we're not alone. I'm not selling my time for money. I am now building a community. Everybody's gonna be working together. And the only way we make money in United One is we help other people make money. The only way Georgia makes money is if you in this room make money. That's it. If you in this room have value and make money, that's how we get paid. So it's a beneficially mutual interest. So we don't do this alone. So with that being said, I just wanted to share with you. So once you become a member, then it opens up all the access to the products. I really don't even call these products. I would say these are tools. We have a tool to make USDT every day. That's this back office. I send a link, you connect, I get paid. So now we have some of the tools. I'm just going to show you the tools. I won't do a whole presentation. So we've got different packages. The first one I want to show you, so we've shown you how to make USDT every day. That's simply by inviting people. Next, we've got a tool called Monero. So once you connect, let me just show you real quick. This is our great tool, Monero. So Monero now, because again, we want to help people. A lot of people are new. So we want to help the normal average person become very sophisticated. That's the power of AI. And imagine a ChatGPT that's connected to a wallet. So that means with this AI, it's not a bot, it's not a robot, it's an actual full AI language model. It's only focused on digital finance. Like anytime I run, like you can see, I did this quick question. So it's got a chat feature, just like ChatGPT. I simply ask, what is the best digital asset to watch in Nigeria? Right? Yeah, I can ask ChatGPT, but this AI is designed exactly for digital finance. So you can just see here, just a quick example. It shows me the landscape of Nigeria, with the crypto volume, the inflation, so all these things that if you're technical, you want to learn. This was what's interesting to me. Watch this. The top asset to watch right now in Nigeria is stable coins. So none of these tokens and all of these meme coins. We want to be sophisticated. Stable coins, US dollar, and US coin. This is the single most important digital asset in Nigeria. You probably didn't know that. Probably people think it's Bitcoin. So this is now what I say, we're moving from speculating on tokens into money. My US dollar is on chain. So, because it helps with inflation. Why I got into crypto is because my money was losing value in the bank, but my crypto portfolio, even though it was like a roller coaster, but year over year, I was making way more keeping my money in crypto than keeping it in the bank. So of course Nigerians switch over to that. And you can see even the regulations in America are affecting the whole world. America is the superpower, whether we like it or not. They are the banking empire. So as the US changes laws, you are affected, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not, you're affected. So anyway, the point of this, you've got now a great AI, because people come in and they go, I don't understand Bitcoin and crypto, it's overwhelming. People get overwhelmed and scared, they do nothing. So this is now super simple way people can learn. Like I said, they can learn, they can talk about it. Like creates a watch list, and again, AI is not perfect. I don't trust AI fully, so I always double check, but I just wanted to show you that this is exclusively for our United One community, right? So you can see here, and then if I wanted to do something, so say it talks about Bitcoin, XRP, there's my watch list, I can just click on XRP, to see the entire chat of the entire chart of XRP. That's if I'm a trader, if I'm more technical, you can see it's all in one place. Your ChatGPT will not do this. And then even furthermore, say I see a project that maybe I learn about XRP. I love XRP, I love XRP. But then I can check the chart, and then even more, I can then even ask, please set up flow by. So now I have somebody does some research, and now they say, okay, and now I think I want to buy some XRP. I don't have to leave Monero. So you will see, I can just simply ask Monero to set up a workflow to buy the XRP for me. You can see I've got about $45 in my account, and now it's just running the software. And let's see what it comes up with. You can see it's thinking. So now it's looking up XRP, different workflows. It's got my account info. Since you're in Nigeria, okay, I'm not in Nigeria, that's not right. So then it just asks me how much do I want to buy? Do I want to do a one-time? That's like $1 cost averaging. It's just like do I want to set it up every month to buy XRP? Any trigger conditions, I can say, hey, maybe if it's under $1. So again, I can set this up completely. And then once I make my plan, I can simply hit go. And then Monero, this AI, will execute it. It'll do the trading. So now we made it very, very simple. So if people want to accumulate digital assets, maybe NFTs, maybe Apple stocks, SpaceX stocks, you can buy SpaceX on here. Whatever you want, you can just ask Monero, you learn about it, and then you can actually go into immediate action. And then we've got more serious things for more serious traders. People can build out entire strategies. I can have 10 different strategies running as I'm learning. I can set up a strategy for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for whatever. See, as I'm earning from building my community, I'm gonna have USDT. I can put that USDT in Monero and start to compound my commissions. So you can see all of the power. And then this is one of my favorite features is the workflow. I can design an entire workflow. Again, I can set it up for somebody and you will look like a professional financial advisor, truly, even though we're not. I can set up a workflow says, buy me Bitcoin at this price, whatever you want, and then send me an email every morning of my portfolio. So this is to make it super simple. So I wake up in the morning, I can just check my Monero, I can check my portfolio, I can see what I should be doing. As I'm just having my coffee, check Monero, and I can execute on anything in my portfolio. So this is for me the future of AI, is finding a way where you can give your hard-earned money to AI and have the sophistication of AI make more money for you, right? So this is our AI, and we can do a whole training and I won't do it, I just wanted to share that with you. So then we also have for those So I've showed you a way that everybody wants to earn USDT every day. And it's simply by inviting people to the community and inviting them, and they'll have access to all these tools. Very simple. Next, a lot of people, most important, exactly what George said at the beginning, education. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is power when you turn it into action. It's like electricity. If I have electricity, that's not power. I have to plug it in and use it. So what we have now is we've got a couple modules already. You can see we educate on Bitcoin mining, why Bitcoin mining, what is it? So that way I don't have to train on it. We've got modules already on the fundamentals of blockchain, so people can get a general understanding of not just tokens, but what is blockchain. And then we have modules on security. And right now we're working on an entire course on artificial intelligence. So education is key. So that also people come into our academy. And our academy is much more than a website. It's much more than these 3 modules you see right now. It's these meetings, especially the live meetings. We do Zoom meetings. We have Jay on the call. We have experts. We have 20 employees from all around the world. We're all educating each other on what's happening. So that's a little bit about our education every U1 member gets. So you can continue to keep growing as a leader, grow your income, grow your mind. So we really have a full ecosystem and a full platform. So last but not least, and then I'm gonna hand it off to maybe to Jay again. I think you guys already saw this, but this is I would call our hero product. This is the product that most people are interested in. Let's see what I have it. Now I'll kick it here. So you probably saw, I think George showed his account. So this is a real demo of an account that has 5 fractions for mining. So I showed you how you can earn USDT every day, how you can gain knowledge every single day, how you can utilize artificial intelligence financially every single day. And now the last piece is we can share with people how you can earn Bitcoin every single day. So with 3 clicks, I can have you knowing 0 about crypto into becoming your own miner. So we have a very simple interface. What we've done is we've partnered with an incredible company, a real mining facility in Europe. They're all around the world. All they do is mining. If you go to their website, you can buy a miner for tens of thousands of dollars, or you can have them host it for you. So what we've done is we fractionalized the mining. We realized an entire miner sells for about $13,000. We know a lot of people don't have that money. So we broke one miner into 50 pieces. So each fraction right now is $260. So people can just work their way up to a full miner. So right now we've got, we'll bring them on the call, but we've already got people that have entire miners. So this is a simple calculator. So somebody says, okay, I want to pick up one miner just to try one fraction. They'll see exactly what it costs, the electricity. So what they do is they buy the hardware, prepay the electricity, and you're finished. After that, enjoy your daily Bitcoin. That's it. And now people want to know it's potentially just a forecast. And maybe Jay will talk about this. We only have 3 years. If anybody in this room is considering accumulating Bitcoin, 3 years. I believe 3 years is the last window. 95% of all Bitcoin has already been mined. It's already out in the market. There's only less than 4% left. And imagine every 4 hours, it's mining Bitcoin, whether you're participating in Bitcoin mining or not, it's being mined every 4 hours. I think, what is it, Jay? It's like 3 Bitcoin an hour, or every 4 hours, something like that. So we're allowing people that don't have a lot of money, don't have big connections, which is most of people, how can they get into this? Not to speculate, not to gamble. So we're miners. We don't care what the price of Bitcoin is right now, if it goes up or down. I just want to know how much do I have. Because now you can forecast, say in the next 3 years, we think it's $250,000. Who knows? I have no idea. But now you can see what this calculator is very simple for customers. They can see exactly how much Bitcoin they will mine in the next 3 years with their one fraction in this case. And then if the price goes to 250, you can adjust it to whatever, just say 250. Then you'll see my $260 hardware, not an investment, and it's like buying an iPhone or buying a computer. But in this case, your computer makes Bitcoin. So my 260
You get
will
it?
now become 1,294. You're like, Alex, this isn't life changing. Right, I only have one fraction. But I want to show you this. APY is average percent yield. So every kind of
I need to stop
investment,
this life.
let's talk about real estate. Everybody talks about get real estate. If you buy land or you buy a home or an apartment, it's gonna cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy it. Then you need somebody to manage it. Then you got the taxes, then you got the regulations, then you got people living in there, so you got the people problems. And on average, a good real estate investment will give you 5 to 7% a year. 5 to 7% with that huge investment, with all of the headache, with all of the management, you might make 7%. We're talking here nothing. You're buying hardware that's hosted by a professional company, you do nothing. You pay the electricity, they plug in your machine, and just in this scenario, the saving goes to 150,000. You're still at 31%. Let's say it stays at 100,000. You're still beating any kind of real estate. You're still at 10%. So right now we have people come in, and our strategy is we want everybody in our community in the next 3 years to get one Bitcoin, accumulate one of their own Bitcoin, not United One Bitcoin, this is your Bitcoin. And to do that is what we're doing is you make USDT by building the community, and a portion of that USDT, it can flow into fractions. So we have a way people can make money every single day, and as they're making money through the community, they can put the money also into fractions. So we have instant income, helping people make money immediately. You wanna make $500 today, we can show you exactly what to do. And that's not an ROI, it's not because some chart goes crazy, it's because it's activity. We are an activity-based company. You put in the activity, and the system will pay you out. So this is a little bit about the Bitcoin mining, and it is beyond simple. Literally, this is all you have to do. You put in your Bitcoin address, your wallet, and you save it. That's it. Then you go to the shop, you select how many fractions you want, and you purchase it. And once you're ready, you're comfortable, okay, in this case, I have, 5 fractions. And then it tells you which payment method, and then they simply generate a payment link. That's it. So I just go to my exchange, or I go to my wallet, I copy this address, I send this exact amount to this address, and then maximum 72 hours, I'm gonna see my wallet connected, and then in my dashboard, I'm gonna start to see BTC go straight to my wallet. That's it. And every time I check this account, there's more and more BTC. Every day, more and more. And I'll finish with the Bitcoin mining. As a community, we've already mined almost half of Bitcoin, as all of our community in just a few months. Very soon, we'll have individuals in our Zone community mining 1 Bitcoin themselves. And then we're gonna start the flow. And Jay will talk about, I think you guys saw the power of having Bitcoin. And having Bitcoin for me is not so I can spend it on a Lamborghini or whatever. It's because I know that having 1 Bitcoin in the next few years, I can become my own bank. I can become free. I can use it to truly build actual generational wealth. And this is the only opportunity us normal human beings have a chance to do this. And it's because the systems are switching. Trillions of dollars are going into this new market. And I'd say 90% of the population is asleep. And here, we are not asleep. We are awake. We're talking about it. Somebody draw on the screen, is that a problem? Perfect. So now, that's a little bit about the products. And now let me just conclude with the very, very last one. And this product is probably the most important because it pulls everything together. So now we've got people, you can earn USDT every day, you can earn Bitcoin every single day, you can learn every single day, you can use AI to accumulate more and more different digital assets you're interested in or start to trade. And now this is the glue. We have our own digital card. This is the most important product, I think, in the next 5 years. Everyone is gonna have a crypto card. Whether they're gonna get it from their bank, or they're gonna get it from Coinbase, they're gonna get it from some kind of company. Just like everybody has an online bank account, everybody will have a digital bank account. Not because I say so, it's because that's the fact. Everything is going on chain. So we're already positioned. So that means once I come in, every member of United One gets the most important product, and that is their digital card. So what does that mean? They can activate their card. It usually costs $50, and they get it for free. So they can top up their card. They can literally use their credit card and buy crypto. So for some people, this might be the first time they ever hold crypto, is through this app. So I can top it up, I can send crypto to people, I can exchange my crypto, maybe I got some USDT, I can exchange it to Bitcoin, just like an exchange. So this is just like an online bank account, but with digital assets. And here, I get a bunch of different wallets. Jay's already used it in India. We just got testimonies from Puerto Rico. I know George, I believe, is using it already in Nigeria. So this is the glue. So my USDT will go on here. I can put my Bitcoin on here. I can connect my Monero profits to here. So this is now the United One Magic Card. This will be my entire business card. Now you can go buy gas, you can pay your bills, you can pay whatever you want. This is like a real card. And this is what we all get. And in the future, we're hoping to get real physical cards. So right now this is mobile only. Everything I'm showing you, and I'll close with, it's already live. It already is working. So we're not speculating, we're not saying this is going to be coming in the future. This is live, it's working. So this is what's really, really important for us. So, as I talked about, and maybe this will be a good time, I want to kick it over to Jay. He's our Bitcoin expert. So maybe Jay, you want to get to a little bit more of Futura, how people can verify how it's working, really the simplicity and power of it. And then I believe we have, let me check. And then we've got a really great testimony. Jay, maybe you can bring up Anthony to then after share his experience.
I think so. Let's bring Anthony for the testimony first.
Okay, we can pull him up.
Then I could. And if people have any questions out here, we can address those questions as well.
Guys, question.
Please.
Mr. Anthony, are you there?
Need pictures now. Please bring the laptop.
Yeah,
The
sir,
first
I'm
laptop.
here.
How are you, sir?
This laptop. Bring it for
I'm
people,
good,
that
I'm
have
good.
questions to just put it
Okay.
close to them.
I'm good, sir. So, let me start by saying thank you very much, Jeff. Thank you very much, Alex, for having an opportunity to join us today in this great event in Nigeria.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, my name is Anthony, as you heard, and I'm not in Abuja at the moment.
For
That's why I'm
questions.
joining this
For
call
questions.
from
He has questions.
Warri
Bring it
in
close
Delta
to
State in
them.
Nigeria. So I'm very delighted to be here with the group this morning. And this program, this unique program, promises to be an eye-opener to many of us who are here. And so I am not going to repeat what has been said by Jay and Alex and John, but please permit me to at least talk to my people who are there in this room. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So I want to let us know that we are all aware, like Nigeria, we know the current economic situation plaguing this country. Some of us who are here may have been victims of the many positive activities that are prevalent in our society. It's very, very true. And this for sure has generated a lot of fear. And many people may have decided to close their eyes and their ears against any genuine opportunity that may come their way because of the past experience. So, but in the midst of this confusion, some people are still very happy. Not because they are stealing from the government, but because they have a workable system that they build for themselves when opportunity knocks sometime. So I am glad to say that I'm one of the beneficiaries of such amazing opportunity that has been made possible by the United One family. Today, whether I'm sleeping, whether I'm resting, whether I'm doing any active activity at work, I'm not worried. Why? Because every 4 hours, like I've been saying before, every 4 hours, some fractions of Bitcoin are dropping into my wallet. I want to repeat, some fractions of Bitcoin, not dollars. Maybe during the course of this program, we'll understand why I'm particular about Bitcoin, not dollars. Because, yeah, so Mr. John will tell us the reason why I'm happy that it's not done and it's even difficult dropping my wallet because of the value, because of what it does. So this is not a hype. This is real. The result is there for everyone to see. And for the purpose of this important gathering, I have given full permission to Mr. George, if he wills, to display my back office, my Twitter back office, just like what Jay had just displayed. Okay, for those that want to see, because, and they can also do that for the back office of other members who will be willing to leave their own, because there's this saying that says, seeing is believing, okay? So, and again, at the very core of the world is that educational empowerment. Here, as we have been told, here we teach, we guide, we empower. And in this process, we learn a lot. We learn every day, just like we are learning in this gathering today. So this is not just a slogan. It is how this entire system works. The community embraces this way. And so through supportive guidance and shared learning, every day by day, people are gaining skills. People are getting this tool that Alex has just given to us. And we are getting more confidence that we need to participate fully in this digital economy. So my people in Nigeria, my colleagues, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, you don't have to be a professional to start, before you start. And in this community, no one is left behind, everyone is lifted forward, and we grow together. For me, that is the beauty of United One. The community itself is where the real transformation happens, because we are people-driven community. And so this is a community where people from every background and every corner of the world come together and we support one another. We share experiences, we help each other to learn, we celebrate even the small victories that we have that come in every day. And this helps to act up the life-changing processes. For me, I've never been to Bangladesh, for example, but through this family, I've been able to get to be united with the people in Bangladesh and we talk and we discuss. And I even have friends, courtesy of this family. One of them is Mr. McKay. So please, my regards to him. And so, yeah, today, Alex is talking from Switzerland, as you have been told. Jay is speaking from India. And so, we are connected. We are united family. We are united in one united community. Having one mission and one vision. And this is good for us. And so, we are working together because that name, United One, for me, carries a very simple but powerful truth. Alright, so, sorry about the network. So United One carries the simple but powerful truth. Okay, when we are united, we are going to win together. So for my people today, you already know that we are living in an unprecedented times where opportunity abounds, like Jay has told us, like Alex has told us. The shifts happening in crypto and AI spaces are creating opportunities, possibilities, like we know. And so this has not happened before. We can see that doors that were seen to be closed before are now opening. Opportunities are there. So United One is that movement that turns the feeling of being left out and makes us to become really, really fully integrated into this family. But as the saying goes, what you don't know is bigger than you. And if I put it in our local parlance, they say, waiting you don't know, it pass you. So we understand this. So this is why knowledge is important. This is why this education is good. But like Alex said, yeah, knowledge is power. It cannot just be power, it is power when you put it into practice. And so I'm learning something from him every day. So to my people, I want you also to remember, it is the belief of the United World Family that financial freedom begins with understanding the tools that are available to us. So learning today can help us, can make us better financial decisions for tomorrow. If we don't learn, we'll not be able to make such decisions. People have made decisions that are helping them. Like I said about myself, I took a decision some months ago, and if I did not take that decision, my back office, like I said, should not be the way it is today. If I did not take that decision, I would not be getting Bitcoin in my wallet every 4 hours. So, before I conclude, I just want to tell us that, look, we don't have to stay on the sidelines anymore. The bridge is ready, and it was built for people like you and I. Okay? So, why don't we join us? Why don't you join us? Join this trend. Now that it is moving very, very slowly. A time will come, maybe tomorrow, that it's going to be very difficult for us to jump in because it's going to be very fast. And we just be standing and waiting people are doing. So that's just my little advice to my people today in this call. And I want to once again welcome you all to this gathering. And thank you so much and have a rewarding discussions. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, George. Thank you, Alex.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Anthony. I won't take any more time. Guys, all those who are in the room, first of all, thank you from myself and United One. Mr. George, thank you for arranging this call. I hope there will be more calls in the coming future. But it's very important, guys, like, okay, if you guys have any questions they would like to ask us, we can just open up that.
Questions? Any questions?
I have two scenarios where questions come in, either people understand everything, they don't have any questions, or they don't understand anything, so they don't have any questions.
Okay, there's a question.
Okay, I was just trying to make it humorous so you guys can come up with
Open the
questions.
mic.
Okay, there's a question. There's a question.
Yes, please.
Hi, Mr. Anthony. My name is Precious Marta.
Hi, you're welcome.
Thank you. My question goes like this. What does it take for one to join or to start? What does it take for me to be a partner or to start this United One? That's my question.
You're in the right place. So the answer will be given. Thank you.
All right.
He has his question.
Okay.
The phone.
I will, after the class, after this now, those who want to join, we'll give you an application on the phone. So,
We give
okay,
you your
go on.
phone. Give
Go
you
on.
your phone.
No,
Your phone.
They can hear you.
They can hear. Yes.
Yeah, they can hear you. Just
Okay, thank you very much for the presentation. Quite very explicit and for me, I would say it's mind blowing because it's putting me a new vista of thinking for me. My questions are two international questions and one local question. And the local question I will direct it to George. But let me ask the international question. What I mean international is the one that's applicable to globally. Thank you for using it. How much is the cost of electricity? Because when he was explaining, he said the machines, when you come into the community of United One, then you have access to subscribe to the Bitcoin mining machine. And that machine is fractionalized. For each fraction, I remember I said about $260.
Yes.
Now, the cost of electricity to power that fractional portion. So how much is it? And irrespective of the costs, peradventure you want to buy more fractions of the machine, do you have to pay for electricity for every fraction that you buy? So that's the first question. Should I take the second one or I get a response on this first?
Okay. Hi, Jay.
George, can you just repeat the questions because
Repeat the question.
George.
Okay, so he was actually asking, yeah? He was asking if how much is for the electricity for a fraction. Alright? That's what he was asking. Alright? So I don't know if you can get to it.
If you add additional fraction.
Then the question B.
Okay.
The
And
question
then-
B portion is, you have to pay electricity for every fraction you buy.
Yes. So, Jay, can you hear it? Did you get it?
Now I can because
Okay.
no, the question, I'll repeat the question. The question is, do they have to purchase the electricity for every fraction, correct? That's the
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
Okay, now put it this way, when you buy a complete machine, like an Alex showed you probably, Alex, can you do the screen share please, because it will be faster. I'll show you how it works, because everything is displayed there. Okay, if you check, okay, if you go with one fraction, look, the one fraction is costing you $260.47. What does that include? That $260.47 include $190.74 US as hardware and $69.73 as electricity for 1 year. Second year again you pay 69, third year again you pay 69. So total 3 years for one fraction you're paying $390.94. Okay, this is the math. Now if you go for the complete machine, Alex, can you just put it for complete machine? Okay, here it is. If you look at the complete machine, here you can see the cost for it is $9,537 and the cost for electricity for 1 year is $3,486. Okay, now for the second year also you are paying electricity here and third year. Now why I'm explaining you this is, if for one machine you are paying electricity, of course, that will be divided for one fraction. So if it's 3,486 for the entire machine, it will be divided by 50. That comes to the same cost at $69 per year for one fraction. Okay?
Alright, so any more question? Any more question?
Yes, the other
Okay.
question is,
Go on.
it's the position plan for the referral to join, for you to refer somebody to United One.
Okay.
What is the compensation plan?
Okay.
What
Jay,
is the referral bonus you get for referring somebody?
Yeah, Alex. Alex could take that.
Yeah, so right now, just because we're in a private room, we're adjusting some things, but really it's very, very simple. I believe really there's 3 things to focus on. So number 1, we have what we call a direct commission. So meaning I myself, if I send my link to Jay, he connects, whatever package he purchases currently, I'm gonna make 7% of whatever that is. So Jay purchases 1,500, I'm gonna make 7%. In the future, we're gonna be increasing that. So anybody you connect, you make immediate income. That's step 1. And then step 2 is then once you start building a team. So if I connect with Jay, Jay starts to connect with people, his people connect, then I start to grow 2 different teams, a left team and a right team. And what happens is I start to make 10% of everything off of my lesser leg, if you will. And what we can do is, we don't talk about a call plan, but we can have a private call with people and then we can actually show it. I think we're running out of time. But very simple, you connect, you get paid. As your team grows, you get paid. As you start to grow in the leadership ranks, you get paid more and more. So it's very, very simple. And then we're gonna be starting a promotion in about 4 days, and then we'll have Jared and George share with you later. It'll be the best time ever to start. So very simple, direct commission, build a team, and then grow in the company ranks, all those tribute commissions.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for this question. I'd like to add, currently we are in a very pre-launch stage, as Alex mentioned. So the current compensation plan, what Alex just mentioned, 7% direct, you have binary, 1:1, that pays 10%, and you have got rank commissions. But from 29th, in the next 4 days, there's a promotion coming up, which will take your percentage to almost like 3 times what it is right now as a promo. But once we are ready for the launch, the compensation plan is going to be very, very attractive. And I can really challenge that no company has offered such a lucrative compensation plan. Like with great direct bonus, you have got binary, which is 1:1 again. Then you have got rank commissions, and then very important, it's a leadership pool that we are planning for committed leaders. This we can discuss on private calls, as Alex mentioned, or Mr. George is in the position, he is well versed about the compensation plan and everything, and he could address these questions. Other than this, if you have any questions regarding the founder, regarding the company, regarding that concerns you, those questions also can be welcome.
Yeah. So our main focus is helping people make that first commission. So if you connect with us, our focus is the first 7 days to get you paid. And then the first 30 days to get all your money back from your membership. So then month 2, you're pure profit. So anything from month 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's all money in your pocket. Membership, you cover everything. So that's the plan to action. Not just teach you the whole plan, but say do this, make this, do this again, make this. So we go step by step, very simple.
All right.
What I can say on this, our mission and vision is we want to help every United One member acquire 1 Bitcoin in the next 3 years. And this can be through 2 sources. One is by helping them acquire more and more fractions and helping them get money. Because one machine will give you 0.25 Bitcoin. And one is 4 machines of those kind, it's 1 Bitcoin. This is one part. So they start with 1 fraction, small one, they can build the business, and the commissions that they are earning, 70% they can withdraw, 30% goes towards purchasing fractions. So they can use that 30% to purchase the fractions. So this is a good way of accumulating more and more Bitcoin.
All right, sir.
Okay.
So thank you. We're going to be having just 2 more questions because of time, and we can call it today.
What I can say as
I have a question.
we are here for the long run. We are here to support George.
Can he
and
hear
his
you?
team, and
Can he hear you? Can he
this
hear?
support to people who become part of the team.
He cannot hear.
Of the promotions that have been launched. Mr. George will explain you those promotions. And what I can say that you guys can take a decision on your own, but we are here for the long term and help people acquire 1 Bitcoin. Thank you from my side and from Alice's side.
Thank you so much, George. Thank you, everybody. I know we're running out of time, but this is the first conversation of many. So just digest, absorb, yes, we have an entire process for it. So thank you, guys.
They cannot
Oh, there's more questions? Okay.
Okay.
Ask.
Okay, yeah, I want to ask a question. So, like, what's the long-term assurance that, okay, today we are not going to hear a story that, okay, the system can't or what? Because, like, I want to know, hope we are not investing in the foreign scale. Because I want to know, like, okay, what the, maybe tomorrow we will do a story. But also, I do have found that Professor Africa, when we are empowering and onboarding North Africa to the free scale. So because for me to be part of something like this, I want to know what is the long term, like the plan, and if there is an issue tomorrow, are they giving us an assurance that we are not going to be having issues tomorrow? Because we'll be dealing with people too.
I think because of the time and everything, I think I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to help you to answer that question, so we can actually close today. We're running out of time.
Right. Yeah, so we'll have a lot of follow-ups, there'll be a lot of questions, really good question, and I'll just answer it quick. What we're doing is real, that's the difference, it's real. It's not an ROI, whatever you purchase, you have. Even if you stop United One, you still have your card, you'll still have Monera, you still have your fractions. Because you own them, we don't own them. So even if United One disappears, we're not a Ponzi because we're not an investment company. We're actually offering real products, real solutions focused on education. Kind of like a university. That university you learn and you can start to make money immediately as you're learning. Because the university will give you tools to activate your education. So that's the big difference. We're not asking you to invest anything, you're investing in yourself and getting great tools and support. So our long-term vision is to be one of the long-term sustainable companies. We want to be here 5, 10 years, like the biggest companies in the world. So we have a strategy for long-term that no other company has on. So that's our focus is. We want to be here 10, 20, 30 years.
I would probably like to give one assurance to the gentleman out here, and I would like to ask him a question. What, according to him, is a company that is a good company, and where he can be assured that this company is going to be for the long term? There's one important thing: who is the founder? Very, very important. In projects like this, you never see the founder in front of the crowd. Over here, Mr. Jan Lauritsen, can you see this gentleman with the kid over here? That's the founder of United One. He is one of the biggest well-known figures in Belgium. He's public facing. He's got kids. He's got a business that is doing 100 million turnover every year, family business, and he started United One, not with a vision to scam people, but to formulate a company which is long-term, which is going to help people in the digital space, which no other company has been doing right now. And his profile is public. It's not a made-up profile for an MLM company. He has no experience. He had never owned any MLM company in the past. He has not been an investor like creating crypto projects. He has been an investor for so long and lost money. And today he decided to do something good. That's why he started United One. Foodora Mining is a real mining company. You can visit. If let's say tomorrow you want to visit, you can visit the premises and check Foodora Mining. I have already sent videos of UnicaPay being used everywhere, practically by people. You can check it. So what Alex said, we have real products that are working. It's not an ROI project. It's not something that we are telling people to invest and we are going to double it or 3 times. Our simple message is, United One is an educational platform. We give you the tools and we educate you how to use the tools like mining, like card and everything. And with networking you make money. The money in United One is through networking, not through products. That's all.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take it from here, and then I will be communicating to the board as soon as possible. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your day. Thank you, George. George is the man. You're the man. George is the man. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, guys.
Can I ask my question now?
Yes, you can ask your question. And we are officially done now. We can ask you questions, and while we're going out, please, these forms is to be filled and give it to us. Don't take it home. Yeah? And except for so you can fill it and give us because for admin purposes, right? And but you can take the other one, the white one, home. Yeah, that's the entrance. You can choose any of the packages you want to come in with, and then you begin with that. Okay. So you can fill the form and give it to us. But for now, we're done. And thank you so much. Let's take the last question before we.
Okay, yeah, why I call it a local question because we are here in Nigeria and we are all aware of the government's position on cryptocurrency and blockchain investment with respect to the regulations of SEC, the Central Bank of Nigeria, discussions about blockchain and basically everything was central And I think in recent times, the act was signed. And one of the provisions is for any company coming to Nigeria to operate, you must meet some regulatory requirements and fulfill them. So the question now is, what is United One's position with respect to compliance with regulatory provisions on crypto and blockchain investment in Nigeria?
Okay, so basically, United One is an academy. It's actually it's not like an ROI company where people come and they ask you to buy something and get some percentage or stuff like that. It's purely a community, a club of people who want to learn about the blockchain technology. So it's actually on the compliance of where it's complied already. I think it covers that because it's purely a decentralized system where you can learn in the comfort of your home. So it's not operating in a physical place. You get what I'm saying? United One is not selling anything, right? That needs any regulations on it. There's nothing like sales or anything there. So it's all totally education, right? But then the rest of the teams like Futura and the rest of the Minara, they are just tools to help you while you're learning, right? And these tools that you're using is actually completely decentralized. Okay. They're already regulated. These tools are not, they're not United One's company. They're only just partner companies where they're regulated where they are. These companies have, Minara has nothing to do with network marketing. Futura has nothing to do with network marketing. They're only tools just helping us, okay?
If I could, because this company would be using our data.
Go on.
So as I said, this
George,
Yeah.
Mr. George,
Yeah.
I've sent you a video from Yulia about using the Unicapay card in Puerto Rico. You can just share it with everyone.
Okay, I will give it to them.
Okay.
Thank you, Jay. Yeah.
And I'll also send my video so they have the proof that Unicapay as a card is working globally. Okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Working product. Thank you.
Thank you.
So my question is, what are the assurances that our data, because we will be using our data over there?
Okay.
So are they compliant with the ND,
Yes.
Nigeria Data Protection Commission and regulatory bodies within the country?
Okay.
Because we are giving them our data.
Okay.
Are these data going to be used for the purposes of which they've been sent?
Okay.
What are the assurances?
Okay, so the assurances of your data being
Yes.
completely in order, in privacy,
Yes.
is already United One as an academy is already in compliance, already in Dubai, and already in Norway.
No problem.
So basically, all data protected, and that's the reason why when you're actually filling the form, you're getting to sign up. You go through the agreement to get to know all of that, the laws that guide it and compliance with it. So basically, like I said, it's education, all right? And anyone who asks that anyone can get education anywhere, okay? We have universities teaching blockchain, but the difference between United One education with the university education is simple. You have tools. That means it's education with involvement. That's just it, all right? Otherwise, we have so many education with theories. Do you understand? But then theories with education has not solved the problem because you still need to understand what you're doing. So that's the reason why the involvement is there. All right, so everything is safe. You're safe too. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. We'll have a meeting tomorrow online, which is on Zoom. So please fill the form. When you fill the form, I will get your details and we can add you to the group. Then you can also join the tomorrow's Zoom. I would like to ask more questions because you get Alex on, you get Jay there too as well. Okay? So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming and God bless you.